works, so there's credibility there.
Fuck yeah. And so that being said, yeah, we can still pursue fit and rec. The reason why I want to do separate paintball is that, the more I look at it, the more culty it is. And
Yeah.
I've been doing, and I think we have a really good opportunity for me to get viewership, to gain viewership, because I do rec ball, I do scenario ball, I do woods ball, and I do speedball. Like there are viewers that will only watch speedball. There are viewers that will only watch woods, so forth. And so the fact that my competitive career has graduated to like I can just about step on any field and have a feel for how to play it at a higher caliber, is playing to my advantage because like take Nicole for example. She supported me in my paintball career, but would not watch my speedball videos. She's like, I just do not find them entertaining.
I mean, no
Sh
offense, she was kind of a bitch the entire time. I just didn't want to say it, but now that you guys aren't together, like, I didn't really vibe with her.
Yeah,
So,
no, I agree. But I mean, a point is a point. I have to take in no matter how like what emotional stance I have. If a general consumer of this kind of content doesn't like what I produce, I have to look and see why.
yeah,
And
that's fair.
she explained to me that it was like when she watches people play scenario ball, like it's in buildings and the shit's really exciting because they're clearing out buildings or there's a lot more bodies. A lot of my speedball is be very aggressive player, get shot at 100,000 times,
A
and
second.
then yeah, and then wait for them to reload too slow or something. And I just have to fucking hit them where it hurts when it counts.
And
And
truthfully, that's
so
why I watch airsoft over paintball because I'm so used to that, tactical breach and clear shit. While
yeah,
granted, I personally think paintball is way superior to airsoft. Just how you go about airsoft, like
I love
the
airsoft.
technical and
I've
tactical
never done it,
skills.
but I want to.
the
Airsoft or
airsoft.
paintball?
Airsoft.
Oh, it's not. I mean, airsoft is like a way for. I mean, me personally, the only reason I even dabbled in airsoft was because it's a way for me personally to do shit that I've been doing my entire life, quote unquote, my entire life. To continue doing and hone in on those skills without actually having to go out and fucking
Risk.
get shot at and risk
Yeah.
my life. Yeah.
And so the thing is with airsoft is that they don't make different guns. Like everything is just based off of a real gun. So it's like paintball, you have to saw it to find realistic player scenario ball and all that shit. While like airsoft, that's just airsoft. And so when I was listening to her speak about it, I'm like, okay, yeah. If you and the thing is, it's so hard to explain. Like, why are players shooting so much paint at this one guy? And it's so hard to explain. Well, he's in a pivotal position. It's a game of chess. If you let that knight get in, he take out the queen. Take out the queen, that leaves the rook, etc.
Yeah.
And so I do think I want to start. It's a really clever name. It's my COD name now. It's the Podfather because
Mhm.
mods, is what I use to reload with. And so
How many
I
nicknames are you up to now?
it's about
No,
I
those
think
things are
I
called.
I think that's lowballing it there.
yeah, yeah, you're not wrong. So yeah, I want to start the Podfather Insta and I want to start the Podfather YouTube because Instagram is a huge, 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 huge place for paintball. And the thing is, like I spoke to a few semi-pro and pro players, they're like, unfortunately, if your brand like that started off on social media is like something else than paintball, paintball's not going to bring you more attention. And I have too good of photography being taken done of me and videographer being taken of me to waste it on just just the god page. And so
Right. I mean, at
that's
that point, you would almost want to like say you like go out to an event and you get like just for numbers sake, you get like
yeah.
10 good photos. Like, you
Hmm.
post like one or two to like your personal account and be like, hey, this is what I did over the weekend, or like even then like after the fact, you can like do a group photo like that's not really like professionally done, like for your primary page, and then save like the really and then put like photo dump the rest of them, like the good ones, the really good ones on the paintball page, because you don't want to like start double posting, because obviously at first you're gonna have a lot of people from your personal page bleed over into that page, because obviously you're gonna advertise it, everywhere. So those that are already following you are gonna see it migrate over there. So like they're not gonna want to see the same content twice.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's gonna be. It's too much to try to. It's too much to try to bring in the mix, and so.
Well, if there's no game sound.
Yeah, I know. Is there a voice sound?
Yeah,
Fuck
I
your
can
game
hear
sound.
everyone talking. I
We're having a
can't
very
hear anyone.
important conversation right now, and you're talking about game sound.
Yeah,
And
'cause
I
I'm
just
trying to
made the
help Wolf set up
Podfather
his
YouTube
stream.
channel as we spoke,
Huh?
Um,
so I'm gonna
what
get you along.
Yeah, what we need to do is I'm not gonna log in anything tonight, or do
Yeah.
anything with it tonight. I think the next night we have free, like if you're free tomorrow, we can do it tomorrow. I think what we need to do is actually like get all the passwords down in a Google
Yep.
Drive.
Yep.
On like, I want to do it in an Excel spreadsheet because of the way I'm gonna do it. Is the Excel spreadsheet is gonna be like a calendar. Like instead of using like those fucking stupid calendar apps that we have, I'm gonna use an Excel spreadsheet because it's easier that way for me, and it's gonna map out like everything for the week, maybe even 2 weeks. But then like inside that Excel spreadsheet, it's gonna have all the passwords for everything that you and I are working on together, and that way you and I can access everything for the
Let's
week,
treat it
maybe even
as
2 weeks.
not try to
But then
rush
like
anything.
inside that
Let's
Excel
do a
spreadsheet, it's gonna have all the
progressive
passwords for everything
start from
that you and I are working
Monday
on.
through Friday.
And-
What get on the same page, get the logins, Excel, what footage to delete, what footage to keep. Try to reach out to any editors. Like, let's get the horses and not the carriage. We're really fucking good at that.
Yeah. I mean, what I was saying with like using it as a calendar is like once everything's been solidified, like once we got everything where we want,
Yeah.
the spreadsheet will then turn into a calendar. So it's like Monday, this needs to be posted. Wednesday, this needs to be posted. Friday, this video needs to be posted, and then Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday.
Just get on the same page, build it going forward. Any revenue that's earned, we'll just 50-50 the fucking thing, or like reimburse whatever spending I have to do on the overhead. Because one day I do want this to be like, this is Cash, this is his manager. They make their livings doing this.
We're still getting the compound though, right?
Oh, no, there's no question on that.
I felt faster than 3 months. Yeah. What if I do? Sunday. Oh yeah.
Job's done. I mean, it's just the way I was like, one, that's just how my parents raised me, and two, it didn't help that the fucking ring.
Why at some point we need to go. Are we over milking this cow? You know, like that's. I think that's where we try to not not kill you there.
Right. And I mean, by all means, like, but I'll fucking carry some in my hand if I have to. Like, now's the best time to do that. Because, like, I have all the free time in the world. Like, I get home from work. You know, Ella's old enough to where I don't have to, like, constantly fucking, you know,
Be
chase her
honest.
around the house, be on her.
That's essentially what is going to be good for us is that, you know, of course we need to be adults and live our lives, have kids, you know, all the good works, but you know, at some point those kids are going to get old enough to where they don't need constant maintenance like that. And
Mhm.
that's where essentially all this preparing, all this building, I'm hoping eventually becomes open up to doing so again. You know, we're of course we're planning on doing it this week, and getting it back up. But like truly, when kids are X, Y, and Z years old, that like we can advance. And
Right. Because
you know,
I live on base. So I mean, once she's old enough to be like, hey, yeah, you can go play outside. I don't need to like literally be out there with you to make sure you don't run in the street because you know street bad. You know, don't go here, don't go do that. You live on base, so like, who the fuck's gonna snatch your ass up? Like, come on, ain't nobody
exactly,
gonna do that.
or you know, we're all living in a compound or whatever the fuck it is. You know, we're I'm hoping this does become like because I'm looking at potentially switching careers and finally like listening to my dad and going to the oil field and working like swing shift so I can bang out like I'll have 7 days off a week, like